Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you in this daily UPSC MCQ series Mission 2020 we are calling it. Since 1st of June, that means for last 2 months these lessons are coming on a daily basis. In the evening in both Hindi and English language you get these lessons, and I'm trying my best to bring all the important current affair issues and in much detail. I'm giving you these issues, and in the morning we discuss the articles, and in the evening these fact-based information in the question form that we are getting here. So follow both the lessons religiously. Pocket News app is trending, and you can download that on Google Play. And these courses by top faculties, the affordable courses, the description is given below the video. And regarding these courses, you can call on these numbers, and you can do some chatting on the website also. The chat section is available there, so you can ask your queries, and the PDF you will get on this particular group. You can follow me there and send me a request. I would approve, and you will find the Telegram channel's link there. So on all these sources you will get the PDF. You can follow me on Instagram too, and this is the Telegram channel's link. And regarding the StudyIQ's Telegram channel, you all know about that. I upload the PDF there daily. Question 1: Union government is planning to develop 17 iconic tourist sites. That's for sure, and they are creating these models for other sites also. So they have chosen 17 of them, and they actually attract many tourists. And that's a big industry. India is diverse, India is beautiful, and it attracts a lot of tourists, lakhs in number every year. So which one of them are chosen here? Nahargarh Fort is there in Jaipur, that is for sure, but it is not under this 17 iconic tourist site list. So this is wrong. Hampi, Karnataka is certainly there. It's a World Heritage Site. It's a whole complex. There are many monuments there. And Virupaksha temple is also there in Hampi. Vijayanagara kingdom is associated with the history, and that's correct. Mahabodhi temple is certainly there in the list, but you note down this thing. This is not in Uttar Pradesh. This is wrong. This is there in Gaya, Bihar. So that's why it's a wrong statement. First statement is also wrong. Fourth, Kaziranga, Assam. That's a famous one. It's again a World Heritage Site, and that is correct. 2-4 is the correct option here. C is the answer here. Okay, you can see all these important sites are there. Kolwa Beach, Humayun's Tomb, Ajanta Ellora, Amber Fort in Rajasthan. Actually from Jaipur, Amber Fort is there in the list. The Amir Ka Qila, the famous one. Okay, so these are important one. Next, adopt a heritage scheme. Again the similar issue, and we have been discussing the Ministry of Tourism schemes like Swadesh Darshan Prasad scheme and all. And this is the heritage scheme, and which is also called Apni Dharohar Apni Pehchan scheme. So it was not announced recently. It is going on since 2015. So that's a wrong statement. Second statement: it's a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Culture, and ISI. That's correct. That is an iconic one, and their collaboration is certainly there for all these three units. So that's a correct statement. Only 2 is the correct option here. B is the right answer. So let's see the details. B is the answer here. This project aims to develop synergy among all the partners, and the stakeholders are Ministry of Culture, Tourism, and ASI. A collaborative effort. And since 17 this scheme is going on. Adopt a heritage scheme, Apni Dharohar Apni Pehchan. So that's the case, and they are declaring monument mitras. Who are these? These are actually private entities, and CSR activities are also allowed there. By the concept of vision bidding, they are allotting these heritage areas or these monuments to private entities, and they take care of their operations and all. Like Red Fort was given to Dalmia Group, and the Gandai Kota Fort in Andhra Pradesh was given. Qutub Minar, Ajanta Caves were given to Yatra Online Group. So these are details. Next, distributed ledger technology. Recently I discussed you with the issue of a particular bill regarding the banning of private cryptocurrencies. Subhash Chandra Garg committee was there for that, and they suggested that. They said that whatever issue is there regarding virtual currencies, today we are not in favor of that, and in future if we are going to announce that, then RBI plus Government of India, they will take the decision regarding that. So there they discussed the distributed ledger technology, or the blockchain technology is actually the main technology. Under that the DLT issue is there. Regarding that, we know that there is a central public ledger, distributed ledger, and all the computers are connected with that. If you want to hack the information there, the virtual currency there, if you want to manipulate the data, then you need to hack all the millions or billions of number of systems simultaneously, and that's not possible. So this issue is related to virtual currencies mainly. Artificial neural network is different. That is a simulation of our biological brain. they have installed many nodes which are processing the data all around the world, and this way they are collecting enormous amount of data, and they are creating algorithms for that, and they are actually trying to simulate the biological brain, because our brain is a important complex of neurons only, biological neurons, and these are artificial neurons. So artificial neural network it is, but it is not related to this DLT technology. So that's the case. So C is the answer here, and you can read the detail in the PDF here. Please go through the text every day. Next, deep fakes. Deep fakes, again, an issue of science and technology. These are a recent phenomena and heavily misused and disturbing phenomena. Why? Artificial intelligence is used here, or you may say it can also be related indirectly to the machine learning. So this way you have to see a picture, then you will understand. Fakes means something is fake. Original face, there is an encoder in the software, and they will create a digital image or the latent face, and then decoder would be there, and that would create the original digital image, but with some distortion, means the desirable distortion would be there, or some kind of a change can be there. You can see the smile of this girl here, and the smile is changed here, but the face is totally similar. So this can be used in pictures, or especially in the fake videos. So that's a dangerous technology. Means with the use of AI, you can create fake videos there, and they will look totally real. So that's a dangerous technology, and deep learning and the fake is combined here, and this is the way you are creating fake with the help of deep learning or the artificial intelligence. So the answer would be AI. AI is mainly used as a phenomena here. C is the answer here. Okay. Next, Nirbhaya funds. I have discussed a lot about that. After the Nirbhaya incident of 2012, in 13-14, it was started with 1,000 crore rupees, and in 14-15 they again gave 1,000 crore rupees, and then they actually lowered this amount for 2 consecutive years. 16 and 17 they gave 550 crore rupees, and last year 18-19 budget they gave just 500 crore rupees. So in total we have 3,600 crore rupees in the vault, and that is administered by Department of Economic Affairs under Ministry of Finance, but the responsibility is given to the nodal body is declared as Ministry of Women and Child Development, and there is an empowered committee also, where the secretary to this ministry, Women and Child Ministry, that would administer, and they will find the new schemes which can be taken under that, and with the Nirbhaya fund they will finance those schemes. But the issue was there, out of 3,600 crore rupees they have not utilized it even 20% of the fund. That is heavily underutilized, and whatever their claims are regarding the women's safety, regarding the Beti Bachao and all, everything is there, but the reality is that they are not using these funds. Many obstacles are there, and many excuses are there with the government that they are not able to use all those funds. And 3,600 crore rupees, which are very crucial, they always try for funds, these implementations and all, but they do not release these funds, or maybe the states are not utilizing those. So that's the case. So which are the schemes taken under that? You see, more than 40 schemes are there under it, and they are national schemes. There are schemes by ministries, there are schemes by departments, there are schemes by states and union territories. So all kinds of schemes are there. So the first scheme is correct. This is by Ministry of Railways, the Single Security Help App. Second, the POCSO court issue that is recently announced by directed by Supreme Court, that create these POCSO courts in every district where more than 100 cases are pending in this POCSO cases. So that is also correct. This is by Department of Justice, and here the Nirbhaya funds will be used, because center is going to create those courts. Next, ERSS scheme certainly there, but the issue is that this is a wrong statement. Why? Ministry of WCT is wrong. This is Ministry of Home Affairs, where under this ministry ERSS scheme comes. So this is wrong. 4 is also wrong, because one stop center is under Ministry of Women and Child Development, where one stop solution is provided to all the females of any age group. She is provided with all kinds of psychological help, mental help, legal help, and shelter is also provided. So she may approach OSCs which are established across the country in all the districts for any kind of help in any case of emergency. So 3 and 4 are wrong, and 1 and 2 is the correct option here. So C is the answer here. So correct options 1 and 2 only. all the details are given here. This is at the administration and the dispensation of Ministry of Finance actually, and it actually established this fund with 1000 crore rupees in 13 budget, but the responsibility, the nodal authority to recognize all these schemes and all, that is given to Ministry of Women and Child Development. So these two important ministries are involved here, and right now total 3600 crore rupees are collected under that, and this is the data till 2018. For this recent budget, we do not know about the data. How we can know? Through the RTI, but RTI, they are not ready to give any data now, and they are ending it indirectly. So that's why it's a huge problem. All the issues, all the scams, all the problems, all the lags, all the difficulties, all the implementation problems, we can only know with the way of RTI, and that is going through an uncertain future, and maybe we will not get any important information in the future. So there is a deliberate attempt, because they have numbers, so they are going with that. So with the help of RTI, we came to know that under 20% is the utilization of the Nirbhaya fund, and that is so important a fund. Okay, these are the schemes under Ministry of Home Affairs. You can see huge numbers are there. This data was there in PIB. With these ministries and departments, these are the schemes, and Women and Child Development, these are the important schemes. Okay, next, National Crash Scheme. In the draft National Education Policy also this issue was discussed, because for the working females it's a huge problem if they have small kids from 6 months to 6 years. Actually, it is not for 14 years, 6 months to 6 years. If they have this age group kids, then it's a very difficult task that how they manage the situation, where they leave these kids, and where is the safe place. So this National Crash Scheme is going on since January 17. That's a perfectly correct statement, but it is not a centrally sector scheme. This is a centrally sponsored scheme. There is a division between center and the state funding. So that's a wrong statement. Second, intervention towards protection and development of children in the age group of 6 to 14 years. No, 6 months to 6 years. So both the statements are wrong. D9 is the answer. It's a huge problem, and this area must be safe, and they have divided in two parts, 0 to 3 age group and 3 to 6. 3 to 6 main task is basic education and the health and nutrition, and 0 to 3 nutrition plus they are taking care of their sleeping facilities and their security. So security is the utmost concern here, because lakhs of kids, they are disappearing every year. This was a shocking information which was given in the Lok Sabha recently, and that's a dangerous trend. So that's why these crashes are very much important. So National Crash Scheme by the government, and this is a centrally sponsored scheme. So D9 is the answer here. You can see implemented by Ministry of Women and Child Development, centrally sponsored scheme going since January 17, and 6 months to 6 years kids. You can see the details here. All these things are given, like immunization, polio drops, basic health monitoring, that is also done by these crashes. So that's important. Next, India is the largest consumer and largest producer of silk. No, China is the largest producer, although we are the largest consumer. So this is correct, this is wrong. So this is ultimately a wrong statement. Second, India is the only country in the world that produces all 5 varieties of silk on commercial scale. That's perfectly correct. Mulberry silk, oak silk, tussar silk, tropical tussar, and Muga and Eri. So these all are actually developed by India, produced by India. Muga silk, we have the monopoly in this world. Golden Muga is that variety where we have monopoly. So second is a correct statement. Only 2 is the right answer here. Sericulture, we call the production of and the taking care of silk culture, and second largest producer India is after China, largest consumer here. So we wear sarees and all, and in the southern part of India, mainly in Tamil Nadu, silk sarees are it's a great trend there. So mulberry, oak tussar, tropical tussar, Muga and Eri. These are the all varieties uniquely, where in a single country we are growing all of them. So India is the only country where all 5 are grown and developed and produced. Famed golden Muga silk, great one. There is a scheme called integrated scheme for development of silk industry. That's a central sector scheme. So the funding is by center, and this is called Silk Samagra. They are supporting the silk industry in all ways, and these are the important components of it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and quality, the seeding, the transfer of technology, or the research and development, everything is taken care of here, and they are creating knowledge systems for that by these Silk portals, and multiple stakeholders are there. Silk Samagra scheme, and recently Tamil Nadu is given this support here, and this scheme, you must remember, integrated scheme for development of silk industry, and it is implemented by Central Silk Board. So regarding that, you must gather all the information. Okay, and there are specific details like 90 lakh to 1 crore people, they are employed with this particular sector, and in Tamil Nadu around 3.5 lakh people are employed with that, and 60% of them are women. So that's a great support for women group also. And we have tribal sub-plans also, because tribals, they grow a lot of these silk and all, and they produce silk in heavy amount. So that's important for them. Next, Boko Haram group. Recently it was the news, it's a very deadly group on the World Global Terrorism Index that is released by Institute of Economics and Peace. Steve Kalilia is the famous personality associated with that, and he is the chairman here. And they released Global Peace Index and National Peace Indexes, Global Terrorism Index, and they have declared Boko Haram is the deadliest group among all. Means deadlier than ISIS group. But since 2015, it is totally connected with the ISIS group, and now it is called ISWA, means IS in Western Africa, and it is active mainly in the Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, these countries. So Boko Haram, it was called till 15, and popularly it is still called Boko Haram, but right now the name is ISWA. So that's important. Boko Haram means Western education, Western influence is sin. Ban Western education and Western influences. So that's the case. So Islamic State in Western Africa, or Islamic States West Africa province, and this is again a case of jihad in a negative sense, because jihad actually is a positive word. Jihad means consistent struggle for a positive cause, but they have taken it very, very wrong. And Boko Haram, that's the issue of Islamic terrorism, because Salafism and all these ideologies they are following, but they are very, very fierce. They always take life. They have taken lakhs of lives since 2002. So Muhammad Yusuf was the main proponent here. It was founded by this person, and currently they are the Western African wing of Islamic State. So ISIL is the group that is mainly in the area of Syria and Iraq, which is now suppressed, and they have left the area, but they have spread into multiple hidden places across many countries. And Global Terrorism Index 2015, they were declared as the most fierce and deadliest group, terrorist group, Boko Haram. Haram is an Arabic word, means it's forbidden, haram, Boko Haram. And Western influence is a sin, and it's a sacrilege for their religion, and it must be forbidden. That's the meaning of it. Next, Aral Sea. A question on the map. The Aral Sea, it's a very famous one. You see, we have lost more than 90% of the territory of the Aral Sea. It's actually a big lake, and located on the borders of Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan mainly. So B is right, but it is also right that it is located between Caspian Sea and Lake Balkhash. So both 2 and 3, D would be the right answer here. It is now in the UNESCO's diary of memorable items, because very soon it will disappear on the global map. The particular water body that is getting disappeared very fast. Okay, because this area, the supply is not there, and the evaporation is too fast. So you see Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Aral Sea, Lake Balkhash within the borders of Kazakhstan. This is Caspian Sea. It's all these all are lakes. Caspian Sea is also a lake, but it is called sea, but because of its size and depth. Aral Sea was also very huge, but now only left in some patches. And Caspian Sea and Lake Balkhash. So both are correct options. D is the right answer here. So that is all for today. We will meet again tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It doesn't